Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. If you didn't know, I'm giving away over $1,000 worth of silver once I hit 40,000 subscribers, which is right around the corner. So click that subscribe button if you want a chance to get $1,000 worth of silver sent to your front doorstep. I mean, how crazy would that be? So today we got a very important video, and that's because silver prices are down. And I know a lot of people are probably a little freaked out, a little panicky, and that is the most dangerous mind state to be in when you are an investor into anything. Impulse buying and panic selling are by far the two most detrimental things that you can do. So please take a step back. Invest with your head, not your heart. Investing emotionally is very dangerous and you can lose a lot of money. So today we're going to go over why silver is so bullish for the medium and long term, and for the short term, there's going to be a lot of crazy volatility, up prices, down prices. And that's because the economy's unstable. We're not going to see markets stable if the economy's not stable. It just doesn't make sense. A lot of people are very wishy-washy trading money or transferring money into this and selling this and doing that and doing this. If you are a true silver stacker, if you understand silver's true value, then you would never sell during a time like this, because you know that $27 is extremely undervalued for a true ounce of silver. So silver price forecast, silver markets are very quiet. So we're going to go over this article, and then we're going to go over how the stars are aligning for silver funds like PSLV, including physical bullion. If you can't hold it, you don't own it. Saying of the stackers. So anyways, let's jump into this. Silver markets went back and forth during the trading session on Wednesday as we continue to bounce around just below the crucial $28 level. Silver markets have gone back and forth during the trading session. I mean, up, down, left, right, sideways. It's going to see it all because people, especially all these new investors into silver, have weak hands. They jumped on the Reddit short squeeze bandwagon, and they don't know if they want to stick around or not. I mean, the seed is planted regardless, so that's a good thing. The $28 level is an area that has caused resistance more than once. And I think if we could break above there, then it opens up the possibility of going towards the $30 handle. And that is exactly what would happen. If it breaks above that resistance, that's when everyone's going to start talking about it again. It's going to be in news. People that have never even heard of silver are going to be hearing about it, probably looking into it. It's going to get crazy. The $30 level, of course, is a major resistance barrier that people are trying to smash through. If we do, then the silver market will more likely go towards a $50 level. And that's what I think is going to happen. Just like Bitcoin, there was a lot of resistance past that $10,000 Bitcoin price in 2017. When it broke past 10,000, it went to 18,000 within like a month. When there's a resistance for years, when markets have a certain resistance level, like silver, like for $30 silver for years, once it smashes through that $30 level, it hits another substantial number extremely fast, which would be $50. But I don't think it would stay at $50 because it would be way overbought territory if it went to $50 that fast. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity, definitely a lot of opportunity for silver, more so than gold, because silver is like gold on steroids. It's more volatile. The market is smaller, meaning it gets affected to much greater degrees. So that is an area that has been tested a couple times, and I think will attract a certain amount of attention. So there's also a video that goes along with this if you want to check it out. So physical silver is almost impossible to get right now, although it is getting a bit better. Ultimately, the markup is ridiculous, and therefore you have to be very cautious about buying physical. Recently, I've seen silver rounds sell for as much as $40, and that is insane. If silver is $27, you should be getting rounds for $27, $28 max. That's what the price is. That's how silver was purchased, how it was sold since silver was a thing. Spot price means that's what you buy silver at. So if silver's at $27, especially generic rounds, they should be sold at $27, $28. Nowadays, you see American Eagles have $15 premiums, which is a bullion coin pegged to spot price. So it doesn't make sense. But that is because of scarcity. Silver is scarce. Less and less silver with the higher demand. And this is a complete disconnect from the futures market. So with that in mind, I think we could see a huge spike given enough time, as the market has been seeing massive influx into the market due to the idea of stimulus causing more demand for industrial models. And the reflation trade comes back into favor, then it would make sense that the silver market will be one of the major beneficiaries of massive demand. Furthermore, the US dollar starts to fall. That could put bullish pressure again on the silver market. I mean, just time after time, incidents after incidents, everything is looking towards higher silver prices. So, overall, I have no interest whatsoever in trying to short the market, and I think that pullbacks continue to offer buying opportunities near the 50-day EMA. I got a question for you guys. Are you pro silver shortage, or do you not care, or are you against it? I really don't care. I mean, the best thing that's coming out of it, in my opinion, is just people finally hearing about silver and taking it as a serious investment. I don't plan on selling silver for another 15, 20 years, so I don't want the price to go higher right now. I want to accumulate a lot more silver, so then when the price does go up, then we're talking about financial freedom. A lot of times, or a lot of people aren't going to ever sell their silver. Like, I'm not going to sell a big portion of mine. I'm going to pass it down. But, obviously, depending on what the situation is at that given time, a lot can happen in 15 years. Obviously, I'm going to adjust and take it as it goes. But, I mean, if I have to sell silver at $50, $100, I might do a little bit. You never want to sell all your silver at once because you pegged your entire stack to one price, which is not smart to do. Because what if you sell at $50 and then in a couple months or a year, silver hits 100 or higher? You never want to sell all at once. You want to sell bits and pieces, monitor the market, keep a keen and watchful eye over the prices, and then go from there. Same goes with buying. So anyways, they're talking about the PSLV holding 120 million ounces of silver. PSLV provides investors with exposure to physical silver at a time when demand is high, causing excessive premiums for coins and bars. And that's where you're seeing these premiums that we were talking about. And as the pandemic hit the global economies early in the year, and governments around the world began to shut everything down, and the printing machines began to print ginormous amounts of money out of thin air to save their economies from a total collapse. And that's exactly what happens. And they had no choice to do so. What are they going to tell the people? We don't have money to give you. Sorry, this pandemic happened. Sorry that you lost your job. Just go starve and, lose your house. No, they have to pay the people even if we don't have the money to do so. And that's going to extremely hurt the dollar or across the globe. And that's dangerous for several different reasons, because the dollar is already on its last leg. So what the aftermath is, what the consequences are going to be from that, is probably going to be a lot worse than getting a $700 paycheck. It's going to be detrimental, but people don't know that. They probably don't even care. They want that quick paycheck regardless of the consequences. There's going to be a cost to pay, and we're going to see what that cost is, but regardless, it's going to push precious metals higher. That's a fact. Printing more money, printing more dollars weakens the dollar. It overfloods the system. And with the dollar already losing 98% of its purchasing power, you can only imagine what's going to happen next. What's up to bat. Now, there is no solution. There's only alternatives, and that's obviously precious metals. There's no solution because we're too deep in the hole. We're way too deep in the hole. But that was not real news. This is the first time precious metals have had a groundbreaking year. You don't have to look any further than 2011 to see two safe havens having a record-breaking year. And that's so true. $50 silver in 2011. It's crazy. Not a lot of people even realize that not even 10 years ago, silver was $50. People talk about $50 silver like it's some crazy conspiracy myth that will more than likely not happen. It's like not even a decade ago, silver was $50. A lot of people don't look at that, look at it that way, or even know that. $50 silver isn't that crazy. If you really think about it, it's not that crazy. It's happened twice in the last 40 years. Twice. So, with yields on inflation protecting bonds recently turning positive, PSLV and silver could benefit from rising inflation, which is obvious, which is a pretty obvious statement. So, when we're talking about, one of the reasons that people invest into silver is a hedge against inflation, right? It's a preservation of wealth. It's a hedge against inflation as the dollar's collapsing. So one purpose is to act as a hedge against inflation, much like gold, as investors try to value or save the value of their hard-earned money from irresponsible government's behavior, whose only solution to every single crisis seems to be printing money and spending more money, as has been the case during every crisis in the last 5 decades. That's exactly what's happening, especially from Joe Biden, even more excessive spending, throwing trillions of dollars left, right, up, down. It's going to have extremely bad, there's consequences for that. You can't just do something like that and not have consequences. And a lot of people don't care about the consequences, which is also very scary. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. You got to be subscribed though, and that's because I post daily videos and I'm giving away over $1,000 worth of silver coming very soon. You don't want to miss that, and anyone who enters has a chance to win. So don't think, oh, I don't have a chance, because you do have a chance. If you subscribe and you enter that 40,000 subscriber entry video, then you literally could win $1,000 worth of silver. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. The link to these 2 articles will be in the description. Do your homework, check them out, watch these videos, get a better understanding what they're talking about for these technical analysis, and that's what I do. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. See you guys soon. Peace.